Hello there ladies and gentlemen, my name is Omnikage and I'm going to be doing a review of Naruto Shippuden episode 486. So from taking off from the last episode, this is part 3 of the Sasuke storyline. This is taking part within the Colosseum to gain ID tags of other slave ninjas, that's all it is really. So now Sasuke is confronted by an exploding human which is all associated with Fushin, and he's left to deal with it with his Sharingan, which he managed to take one guy out, but then all of a sudden there's multiple exploding humans. It's mainly the owners of the ID tags. I mean, all those people, they start to explode, which Yamato and Orochimaru seem to seal up to it. Well, they didn't seal them up, they just reduced the damage of the explosion range. At one point Chino's in danger, which Sasuke has resorted to saving her, but unfortunately half of the exploding humans, they ended up dying anyway, so he couldn't save them. But yeah, she was surprised that Sasuke even bothered saving her, but you know, Sasuke's turning a new leaf. So once all the exploding humans are dealt with, someone attacks Sasuke. We don't know who it is at the beginning of this, but it looked like a chakra blade, and it almost got Sasuke, but obviously Sasuke can dodge it with his Sharingan, so it's not a problem for him. So after they've dealt with all this, Oyanshiro, who was Fushin's ID owner, I think this was back when Fushin was a kid and all that, so he called Sasuke up basically. So at this point we get a bit of backstory of the person Sasuke is after, so Fushin's backstory and the clan known as the Chinoiki clan, which Oyanshiro has stated that Fushin escaped with a bunch of kids when he was a lot younger. So he stated that Sasuke was after a guy with red eyes. It wasn't necessarily Fushin, but it was a kid which Fushin escaped with. So he's from the Chinoiki clan, which Oyanshiro gave a little backlog here. So this was a time when, I think it was either before or during the period of the fight between Uchihas and Senju. The Chinoiki clan, they had red eyes, which gave them unique visual powers. So we already established that they have a certain type of Kekkei. Whether they are the ones who's causing the exploding humans or not, we aren't 100% sure yet, but it's most likely since they used the Kekkei for that. So there was this lady who's linked with one of the feudal lords. I think she had a relationship with him or something, but apparently he passed away when he fell ill, I think due to age or whatever. The feudal lord's associate, or I think his, I don't know whatever you call it, his right hand man, he didn't like the female who's from the Chinoiki clan. So in the end he just basically pointed the blame, the death of the feudal lord, upon her, and everyone started to persecute her, which is similar to what happened in the Leaf Village with the Uchiha clan. Now the interesting story here is that once the Chinoiki clan got segregated out of the village, so they had to leave and end up going to the Hell Valley, which resulted in I can't remember the feudal lords clan. They hired the Uchiha clan to persecute everyone else. So in some ways the Uchiha clan presented some hypocrisy, which in their own doubtful karma kind of went back against them, which they persecuted others, which the Uchiha clan were known for being persecuted by the Leaf Village. After hearing this, Sasuke is a bit emotional because he didn't know, and obviously he was not aware of what happened with the Uchiha's past in this depth, but he was kind of curious as to know whether Itachi knew or not. He asked Orochimaru, but Orochimaru didn't know, but perhaps Itachi knew because he knew quite a lot of backstory behind the Uchiha clan and their legacy. And yeah, after this he basically goes out to find the Chinoiki clan, which the Oyanshiro stated that they are in the Hell Valley, which is located in the village hidden in the steam, or we call it the steam village, however you want to call it. So yeah, Sasuke heads out with Chino and her friend. I can't remember his name at all, don't know why. But yeah, so they head out to the steam village to locate Fushin. So once they enter the village, they're attacked by more exploding humans. So Sasuke tells Chino to back off, so Chino and her friend, they basically escape. And Sasuke is attacked again by the same guy, or they so say, because the chakra blade, which is similar to Chino's friend's blade. So they're kind of giving you little teasers here of who this guy actually is. So Sasuke chases down this dude, he's associated with Fushin. So once Sasuke chases this guy down, they start to have a little battle. So Sasuke demonstrates the power of his monkey Sharingan, which, the battle is pretty simple for him. the other guy is facing using some lava style, which he tries to use the mud wall and just use these lava balls, however you want to describe it. And yeah, he kind of fails to do that, and Sasuke eventually stops him and uses the Sharingan to project the memory of the person he was facing, which shows who Fusion actually is. So by now, if you haven't figured out who Fusion is, it's Chino's friend, who basically hired that guy. I believe it might have been someone he escaped with in the past. I don't know if he knows him for that long or whatever, but Sasuke looked into it and he saw a meeting with Fusion with that guy he had hired, and he's the one who actually chucked the actual chakra blade, which he swapped places with that guy to make it look like it was him. So it's basically to divert Sasuke's attention to another person instead of being able to focus down on who Fusion actually is. But yeah, Fusion reveals himself. He basically slits his wrist. This results in him shrinking in size, and the real Fusion is revealed. So yeah, that's the end of the episode. Overall, I am enjoying the Sasuke storyline. It's much different, and we get to see Sasuke's perspective of what he's doing after the war. And yeah, so right now the development of him showing off his abilities, which Sasuke is very overpowered, we know, and I would like to see what he does with Fusion and how Fusion's going to actually stop Sasuke. So yeah, I mean, comment, rate and subscribe, give me your thoughts, what you think of the episode. So far I'm liking it overall, and yeah, be sure to check out more videos in the future. Thank you and goodbye.